What's up, you guys? Welcome to today's video, which I am super excited about. As you can see by the title, I am doing a collab with Sarah Quinn. She has an awesome channel. She posts a lot of vlogs, a lot of lifestyle stuff, a lot of college advice videos. And as you can see by the title, we are each going to be giving you some tips and tricks to help you maintain that high/4.0 GPA. And this kind of pertains to high school and college. It's a super great video, good resource for you guys. And before we get too far into the video, let's hop on over to Sarah. She filmed a little video clip for me to put into my video. So without further ado, here's Sarah.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Sarah Quinn here on YouTube. I'm so excited to be doing this collab with Devin. I have come up with 4 other tips to boost your GPA and keep a 4.0, so make sure that you stick to the end of the video to watch that. While you're there, check out a couple of my videos. I make lifestyle, fashion, beauty, school, everything related to that on my channel, as well as I do vlogs. So once you're done watching this video, make sure to click the link down below that will have my link to watch my 4 tips to boost your GPA. And enjoy the rest of this video. See you soon!
So yeah, make sure once you're done with my video, you hop on over to her channel and see part 2. And if you're coming from Sarah's channel, hello, my name is Devin. I post a lot of awesome videos here, college-related content, talking things, story times, mukbangs, vlogs, comedy type things. It's just my life, and I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you all like this video, want to see more of me. And if you do, just check out a few videos, maybe subscribe, join the family. So that's a lot of an intro. Let's go ahead and jump into the purpose of this video, which is going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks to maintain that high GPA. So my first piece of advice is pertaining to material, and this is to help keep that GPA high, because you can do the participation, you can go to all the classes, but if you're not understanding what's going on, you're kind of out of luck. So go into class, make sure you're taking notes, that's super important, and then once you're done taking notes, just quickly go over them after class. So if these are my notes, I'm just going back to my dorm room, or I'm going to a free period, or back home after school, and I'm just gonna go through the notes and make sure I understand them. And this is the key here. If you don't understand something, take your textbook, find where the part of your notes is in the textbook, and then read up on it. And that way, as you're going along the course curriculum, you can find the sections that you're not understanding and go over the ones that you are, and then target those early so that when you're going back to study for your midterms, for your finals, for your big tests, you're not too overwhelmed and you know what you need to focus on. You also know what you're good at. So that's my number 1 piece of advice, to make sure you're prepared so that you can nail those final exams and those quizzes and those tests and everything. Just quickly, this is my list from when I was in 5th grade. I was supposed to read 10,000 pages over the year, so this is all the books that I read. Some examples are Sea of Trolls from the Lightning Thief series, Twilight, so some classics. And then this, my textbook, is actually Children's Thesaurus, but you know, gotta work with what we have. My next piece of advice to keep that GPA high is to take advantage of the people around you. In both high school and college, you are surrounded by fellow academics and teachers and professors and study materials that are there to help you achieve what you want to be achieving. So if you've had a friend that's already taken the class, don't be afraid to ask them for help with questions on homework, go over study things that you don't understand. Take advantage of your resources. You might think that like your textbook and your professor are the only things that can really help you, but don't be afraid to ask for help from your peers, because I promise they are an invaluable resource that you're going to want to take advantage of. So on a similar note, a lot of colleges in particular, this one probably leans a little bit more towards colleges and not high schools. A lot of colleges have test banks, and these are resources that you can take advantage of school that have previous midterms or previous final exams from the same class, sometimes even the same professor. So a great way to keep that GPA up, try to aim for that 4.0, is to see the structure, the general idea of what your tests are going to be beforehand, so that you're the most prepared to nail those tests. Because as much as it sucks that our final scores are based on Scantron tests and short answer questions that you don't have time to plan out like you would like an essay, this is the best way that you can use to keep that up. And if it's not a test like that, your essays, similarly, you can go to places like the Writing Center, which are extremely valuable and essentially do the same thing. These people have taken these classes, they know what you need to do to get an A, to get that 4.0, so take advantage of them. It's the same thing as a study bank. Another thing that's super helpful is study guides. I know sometimes they're extremely long, very tedious to get done, but the professors are making them for a reason. I've had so many study guides that directly correlate to test questions, so just make sure you take the time, get them done, because it will really help you maintain that super high GPA. So one thing that you guys just heard on Sarah's channel, or you will hear after you watch this video, is she suggested that you take some classes that are easier for your workload, that have a lot of credits, and that you know you're going to get a good score in, so that you can raise your GPA that way. And this is so true. You can find classes that have a lot of credits, which weigh more heavily into your GPA, that that are GE classes or easier things, but what I'm gonna add on to that little point, I liked it so much I want to just elaborate a little bit more, is you can also take things you're passionate about. If you're passionate about photography or about film or about English or about history or about science, even if they're not traditionally easy or you might have to work a little bit on them, those are the classes that you're gonna be more interested in putting the work in, studying hard for, like going to office hours, all that stuff. So don't be afraid to take classes that you're passionate about if you think they might be a little bit harder, because odds are you're gonna put in the time and the work to kill it and get a good score, and that'll raise your GPA. And then my last piece of advice is to plan out your schedule a little bit. And by that I mean is to look over the curriculum that you know you're gonna have to take over your entire high school or college career. High school is a little bit harder because you don't have as much flexibility, but especially in college, make sure that you're not saving 6 of your super hard classes for the last semester or the last quarter or like the last few terms of school. Make sure that you have planned a schedule so that you have hard courses every quarter mixed in with some easier courses, so you'll be able to focus in on the hard ones, make sure you're doing really well and not be overwhelmed at the end. If you have like a few hard courses here, a few hard courses here, a few hard courses here, and some easy courses mixed in with all of those, you can focus more on the hard courses, make sure you do well on them, and you won't be too overwhelmed in the end. Because if you're stuck with 6 of the higher upper division courses at the end of your senior year, when you're probably not going to want to be studying so hard, it's going to be a lot harder. So make sure you plan it out so that you don't kind of screw yourself over in the end, and you can make sure that you keep your GPA super high. So I hope you all liked this video, that you learned something and you have a little bit of inspiration on how to keep that GPA high, get the 4.0. If you like these tips, again, make sure you hop on over to Sarah's channel where this video will be continued with a few more tips. I know how important GPA is to get into college, after college, for jobs, for grad school. So I wanted to make this video to give you guys my tips and pieces of advice. But yeah, again, if you're from Sarah's channel, welcome over here to Devo's videos. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe and like down below, and of course, all my devotees, members of the Devos Army, be super welcoming to our new little group here. Yeah, check out some other videos. Thank you so much, Sarah, for this collab with me. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully in the future we'll do another one. I love you guys. Don't let anyone ruin your fun today, and I will see you all real soon. Bye.